So in today's live analysis or whatever, what I'm going to do for most of the charts, not this one because this chart here is pretty clean, but for most of the other charts heading into this week or whatever, I'm going to just do like a fresh refresh and kind of just clean up the charts a lot and just redo them, just to kind of just clean them up, really, just to simplify the charts, get like less key levels and that sort of stuff. So this week is probably going to be a long one, but I'll just bring you guys along with me for that. Also, I need to get chat up on my phone, but I'll just do that whenever Twitch recognizes I'm streaming. So let's just start. So taking a look here at UJ, it's kind of just consistently been here in this downtrend. We can see with this arrow here, it's just breaking lows, and then so maybe a trade I could have taken this week was from this high down to this low, but we can see that I did end up going above this 0.6, so really it's not the greatest entry. It's kind of just unfortunate. Here we'll just get rid of that, and here this is one of the charts I wanted to clean, so we'll remove all drawings, then we'll head over to the 4-hour chart and zoom out just to kind of see how it's heading. So I can straight away just see that it's kind of going down, so we'll mark that up there. Then in terms of like levels of support, I can see one right here, so I'm going to mark this one up like that. You can see that it drops below and then it becomes resistance and it breaks it, and then once again it becomes support, then resistance there, then it gets broken. Now if we were to kind of just zoom in here, you could identify this here as an area, which I will, and then there's not really like a really good support resistance level here, because you can see that it hasn't tested the same resistance level twice. So I guess the only thing that could be said is this area here. So because it's just relevant in terms of like this area here, I'm just gonna mark it up. And then in terms of support, I can just see that it's at this low here, so I'm gonna mark that up, but I am just gonna assume that it's gonna continue breaking that. Now when it does come up, when it does come up to kind of this higher area, that's when I'll start marking up more of the key levels on just at these highs. So here I'm just going to mark this one up. So now here, this is really just all I need to identify whether I should enter in or not, and then just use the fib to see if I can find a good entry like from this high to this low. Here we can just see that it would have been like a nice entry to enter in on this 0.5, even though there's no key level there, but I could still have just entered in, right? So that's just that pair cleaned up. This pair also kind of want to clean it up a bit, so it's not, this pair right now isn't really too bad. It's mostly just this bottom area here that I want to clean up, so just gonna make these here a bit more. So we can see kind of that between here and here it was setting lower lows on the actual chart, but then over here we can see that between this point and this point here, we can see on this RSI here it was setting a higher low, and then we can see that that's a bit of divergence occurring. So from essentially here to here, see it's basically like this direction, but on this here there's a bit of this divergence occurring. So an entry here would have been pretty good if you could see it. After seeing this rejection candle, it could have been nice to really target up here, but I didn't actually enter in on this one. And I'm actually getting, this week I'm going to get TradingView Pro Plus, so I'm going to have so many more tools. I can start back testing, I can start live testing or whatever. Like, it's just going to be good, even though I do live test already, but you know what I mean. So just excited for that, and I'm not gonna have any ads. And if you're wondering where I got the money from, I actually just made money from trading Forex on the $2,000 account. I've used that money to apply for a $100,000 account, which cost me around $800, and then for TradingView Pro Plus, it's costing me around $405, and that is also fully covered by all the profits from Forex. So really, out of pocket, I'm not losing any money. I'm just kind of investing myself into the market or whatever, into Forex, and at the end of the day, TradingView's made me this money. So if I invest into TradingView, hopefully it can make me more money, right? And so, to be honest, I don't really mind splurging or whatever on like a program that makes me money, because in my eyes, I view it the same as like going to university for 3 years. You're kind of investing in that to make you more money at the end of the day. You know what I mean? If that just makes sense. Alright, so here I can kind of just see that well, it's obviously in this downtrend here, but it is creating this high, and now it's starting to reject, so it could be looking to go towards the upside, but we can see that it's getting kind of close to the high point on the RSI, even though it is low on this OBV. So because these two things here are contradicting, I'd want to be looking for them to for this pair to start making some uptrend structure here, and then if it's able to break this high and then this high here, I'd be looking for an entry right around here to take towards the upside and probably up towards around there. Alright, so these pairs here have been extremely aids to trade, simply because like it's just been going up, and I don't really know when. I don't really trust entering in on these pairs, mostly because like it's just trading at new levels, right? So if I don't have any data to like base my trading off, then I just don't really feel confident entering on it, right? So taking a look here, I just really marked up this new level and moved the extreme highs up to there, but we can just see that it's still going in this high up here, similar to AUD USD. You can see it's kind of just having this insane push up. We're actually buying 76 cents to the dollar, and this line here, I could delete that because really it's just continuing to go up. So we'll just head on over to UJ here. Here we can kind of see now it's starting to actually just range, so that could be a sign that it's good to short, because it is at this extreme high up here and it was unable to break it. So just trying to see if I can see anything. Alright, so can't really see anything with these indicators here, so what I'm going to do is just, there's really nothing to analyze here. It's kind of just been bouncing around here all week. There's this kind of a key level right here, so possibly a break and retest of this could be a nice little entry, and then just take that all the way down, because we can see that it did try to actually break this high once, then it's at a lower high down here, then it's even set a lower high down here. So it's kind of showing us that it's slowing down momentum, but it did actually create a higher low. So once again, it's kind of contradicting, and I want to see a bit more certainty occurring, like to enter in on this trade and just see it kind of falling a bit more and showing us that there is that downtrend momentum. Here you can see a clear break and retest of this point, of this extreme high previously. So what I'm going to do is just move that up there. I'm going to mark up this key level here, just cleaning up the charts mostly, just to make it like a bit easier heading into the new week or whatever. So there's that one, marking up this resistance here, then a bit of support there, and it is a bit of resistance previously here as well. We can see that this market here did open up. We can see that this market here did actually open up on a big gap, so possibly kind of expecting the market to correct heading into this week and hopefully start dropping. But just zooming out here, we can see this is obviously coronavirus. It's kind of at this new high up here, and it's back to this area. Possibly we'll start seeing it retrace back down to around these 132.7 area. Hopefully that's where it heads, and then I can enter in on just a quick little break and retest of this area, and I possibly just use a fib or something, kind of like that. Or even if I was to go into the hourly charts, I can kind of see this level here. So to be honest, I could just use something like this and really just get in on a quick little trade here. Oops. But we'll just go back to the 4 hour, because kind of just cleaning the charts, finding some new levels that I think could be pretty good for this week. Like here, we might just see one of these up, then it goes down, then it goes up, then it goes down, then it goes up, then it goes down. So hopefully it comes back up here, starts dropping again. That pattern essentially is just known as a head and shoulders. Now most patterns, if you actually have done research on them, are generally just 50-50, but the reason why a lot of people trade it is because if something's 50-50 but you have good risk to reward management, then you'll still be profitable, and so might as well just do it, right? If it ain't broke, don't fix it. But here, taking a look here, we can kind of just see that this pair needs to be cleaned. Like yeah, taking a look here, we can see that it is trading at these new highs, so we're going to have to wait to see it kind of develop some downtrend structure. But with this gap opening, what's going on? I don't know how to say that. Den's J20, what's going on, bro? But like yeah, as I was just saying, like here it did actually open up with this huge gap here, so possibly heading into this week, the market's going to start correcting, and that correcting could be kind of just a sign to enter in. But the US dollar has been kind of falling a bit, so we might actually just end up seeing these pairs kind of rocket. Finally, I can join your live stream. I've been following for weeks. Thanks, bro. Like recently, yeah, I've been trying to get to do these live streams like earlier and kind of upload them like for me like on Friday night, because that way like more people can just watch them earlier in the week. But to be honest, like I'm not gonna lie, I'm just lazy, and so mostly on Sundays I wake up and I'm like, oh, alright, I've got to do it. So right now we can obviously see it's 2 p.m. So I used to stream at like 3 a.m. on Sunday, on Monday morning, which is like around 3 hours before market open. But like recently, yeah, I've just been trying to do it earlier and earlier. So like this week, yeah, it's at 2 p.m. and hopefully next week it's on Saturday at 9 p.m. and then the next week after it's at like Saturday 2 p.m. and it'll just slowly come back earlier and earlier. But hopefully once I do end up getting that FTMO account, right now I did have a pretty slow week, so like at the moment I've only made 1.6k in 2 weeks, so I haven't made too much. So I've got another 4 weeks or so because they're giving an extra 10 days trading days, so I do have like about an extra 4 weeks to make up that other 8.5%, which should be pretty good. But if we do get it, the second month will just be piss easy, and like yeah, just be cool, right? Dang, nice. I made 340 so far. Nice. Oh no, my bad, bro. My Nightbot is scuffed as. I need to fix that. I'm probably gonna fix that today, actually, after the stream. I'll fix my Nightbot. My bad. I forgot what you said. Oh, you made 380, and then I forgot what the other thing you said you made. Oh, so you trade gold and Nasdaq. I think that's just like the US stock market or whatever. But like yeah, I've been looking to kind of get into gold, but I'll get there like eventually. You can already see here I've got heaps of pairs here, so I don't really need to rush too much. But like yeah, I'm gonna fix that Nightbot because it's broken. Anyway, so we'll head over into GBP JPY here, and we'll kind of just mark up some key levels first on the 4 hour level. So I can kind of see that there is this area right here that I'm going to mark up. man, your technical analysis is far better than mine. Bro, for me, I still think that my technical analysis is trash. And like, because it's so simple, like the way I do it, yeah, is I just find essentially these key levels, and then I just whip out the fib, essentially, let's just say from this high here. And then you can see, this is literally the whole trading strategy that I use. So I trade with this trend, right? So here, there's a bit of an uptrend here, right? And then I'd like to ensure that the key levels on the fib, so the 0.5 to 0.6 area, has a key level in between. So if we were to do that, then here we can just see that using this fib from this low to this high, and then finding this key level that we have, it's right here. So you'd want to enter in essentially as close to the 0.6 area, but within on that key level. So here we can see on this key level here, right, we can see that this trade here would have essentially just hit take profit. From here, it came up here, pushed up, then came back down to this key level down here. So as it makes that first push, you can move your stop loss up to maybe around break even, close half the position up here, and then you could just stay in it, and then you can see that there it would have just gone and hit your take profit. Like, that's really my entire trading strategy in like 2 seconds. Like, it's just simple, and if it works, then there's like no need to fix it, you know what I'm saying? But here I'm just gonna mark up some more just key levels, so I can see that there's one here as well. And then obviously I can just mark this area up here. Just like that. So now I've got a few key levels that I'm looking at to trade this week. Going to what I'm going to do is get this line out, this horizontal line, put it up here on this high, and then I'm just going to mark this up here as just like a point of resistance there. So now if you take a look at this chart here, it's looking really nice, really easy to understand, and that sort of stuff. You should set up Discord though, so where your followers can actually know when you're live. Bro, check it out. Look, I've got my Discord. So if you want to join it, I think it should work. If you type in !Discord, I think it's just !Discord. It should come up with my Discord, like a link, and then hopefully I think you should be able to join it. We can see there's not too many people in it, because like, I don't know, like I'm just not famous. Discord. Alright, well hopefully you can click that link there. But like, yeah. Damn, Nightbot giving Nightbot some stuff. Nightbot giving Nightbot a warning. Anyway, so we'll head on over to this next pair. Oh, also, like just for my live analysis or whatever, I also just like post them up onto YouTube. So if you do want to see them, then you can just check them out on my YouTube channel, which is just !YouTube. Bro, XD. Yeah, I know, my Nightbot is stuffed. I need to fix that probably pretty soon. So technically we can see that this market did actually open up here on this gap, did end up rejecting here and continuing towards the upside. Now it's looking like it's starting to reject this area here and continuing up towards the upside. So like, let's just see what happened if we use fib from this low down here to this high. You can see an entry right there on that 0.5 there. Could be nice to target these highs, but it depends which way you're looking at it, because I know some people would be looking at the market and looking at this as a short. So some people would be using this high and this low here. We can see that they may have entered in around here, set their stop loss like this. So this is how some people would have traded this right now, and it's completely fine. But for me personally, after seeing a gap open so high, like here, if I see this big ass gap, then obviously the sellers try to bring it back to where it's supposed to be, but because of this gap here, it just continues to head up, right? So with that, I just still think that it's going to continue heading towards the upside. There's kind of a key level here. I don't really know if it's a good one. We can see right here. So possibly if this ends up coming back down, starts rejecting these levels, that there could be a good sign to enter in on heading into the week. So here, I know you guys already see this trade. Yeah, if you want to see how this trade went, just let me know, and check it out on my YouTube. My YouTube is just Sniper Doofus. So if you just search up Sniper Doofus on Google. This is my Rocket League. If you guys know what Rocket League is, this is my Rocket League. But if you guys just want to check out my YouTube, just click on the episode 2. But the new video I'll be working on after this stream, kind of gonna try and get it out as fast as I can. But the view count's kind of high on this one. Like, look at that, 23. It's kind of high. Yeah, hopefully we can get some more good views like that. So I just deleted the trade that worked well. We can now see that this down arrow is now irrelevant because it's starting to create uptrend structure. We can also see that it broke this area here and then retested and continuing to head towards the upside. And so in terms of finding the next level, so right now, taking a look at this market here, there's no key levels within this area here that really strikes out to me. So I'm not going to mark anything up from this area here, but what I'm going to do to just try and be able to find a key level heading into the week is just mark up this area of resistance, because possibly heading into the week, right, it just breaks, retests, and I can buy in here and take it towards the upside as it continues its uptrend structure. And if you don't think that this is in an uptrend, just look at this, okay? So that there looks kind of uptrendy to me. Like you can see, yeah, how clean my charts are. Like it's literally all just rectangles and a line, and then obviously just like the fib, right? Like here, this low to this high, whatever, just something like that. You can kind of just see how simple my charts look, and it makes me money. And like, if you don't think it makes me money, let's take a look at FTMO.